Hello and welcome to my channel. Behind me is a really boring building that we're going to make into a beautiful tower. First off, I'm going to start by tearing out this inside of the building. I don't know what I was planning before, but it looks ugly and it's got to go. F5, F5, okay. Yeah, I figured it out. So first thing I'm going to do is go choppy choppy and get rid of all this stuff. To keep these beautiful pink leaves so I can keep them. And chop chop chop. Got to get rid of all this and make it into something new. Alright, so there it is emptied out. And now I'm going to fill this in and work on making the tower much taller. I'm going to have, this will be the bottom floor. Then there'll be 3 or 4 more floors. So I've worked on this door here. The whole door jamb here is different. Went ahead and framed that out to look a little better. And now to work on some of the height. Going to be working mostly in stone, but I will add in some other blocks. These here are going to be bubble waders up to each floor. It's not really big enough to have a very good staircase, but I will have a staircase down to the bottom common room for my Hogwarts-esque style dorm tower that I'm making here. This is going to be the moss house and moss colors, and this looks funny. There's 3 on this side. Just chop that out. Never mind. That's not even. We'll deal with that later. That's another project. Why am I touching this? Anyway, back to this. So anyway, we're going to be working mostly in stone and some other blocks as well towards the top of the tower. Stone, deep slate. I'm really, like everybody, a big fan of the deep slate, the different deep slate blocks. So we'll be incorporating some of those as well. If the Tuft update was out, then I would definitely be throwing in a lot of Tuft blocks as well. Just thrown in. Alright, so we've completed the stone portion, and now I'm going to work up to the top layer being brown mushroom block. And I'm going to throw a bunch of that in. I don't really have too much of it at the moment, so I'm just going to use what I have, try to clear it out as fast as possible so we can get a little further in. I don't use the brown mushroom that often. I probably should use it more. It's kind of cool. It's got a nice texture to it. It looks really good with all the spruce that I'm using in this build as well. Since I don't have as much of the brown mushroom, I mean, I could go grow some more, but I'm going to use some of the packed mud as well for texturing into it. So I also threw in some mossy cobblestone, because this build will have a lot of moss in it once we get into the details, so we might as well mix it in there. I wish we could mix moss with other blocks as well to have mossy mushroom, I don't know, mossy clay blocks. That would be cool. Mossy deep slate, that would be a good one. So I need some more mushroom blocks. I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe start something here. And fell down. Start over. There we go. So 12 more mushroom blocks to go. Anyway, I think it's going to make a good top floor. Stand apart from some of the other little towers. I might have to go back to some of my other builds and throw in some of the mushroom block too. Around the whole campus here, make it look better, tie it in a little more. Now I'm texturizing with the packed mud and getting a little bit more of the mushroom back, so I might be maybe able to go another level higher while being lazy and not growing more mushrooms. As you can see down below, there's also a giant hole in the wall. Originally I had a tree like growing through, right? You saw at the beginning. I don't want the tree anymore, but for some reason I keep leaving the hole. I don't know why. Maybe I'll use the hole in the future, or maybe I'll have to cover it up, but for some reason I like the hole currently. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm just leaving it until I decide what I really want to do. A couple floors we can see from here at the moment. And I think I dropped some mud. I hate leaving leftover blocks, so I gotta go pick them up. There's my hole. Yeah, to clean up this inventory, it's pretty messy. So, let's see what it looks like now. Looks like it could use a couple more layers, honestly. What is this dude doing over here? That's a weird place to spawn. Like up high. Like, you know he didn't climb up there. He just like randomly spawned on a vine on the side of a building. With a llama. It's a mountain llama. He can climb up the vines. Anyway, I'll need some there we go. So now I've put in some windows. The roof is atrocious. I'm gonna see if I can get my husband to work on it, Choppy Lettuce, so that he can maybe clean that up for me. He does better on making roof details. I'm poorly at it. And blammo. Here's an updated roof. He's put in a lot more little details to make it look better. Right there. And I've got more windows in. And lights. And he's working on this one here to match. And hopefully some of the other ones. That's him, Choppy Lettuce. I don't know how he came up with that name. So, got the top floor all completed. A lot of details put in. And my atrocious roof fixed. I mean, it's not great still, but we need to add some of that into these other roofs here. But it looks so much better. And I like using these redstone torches too. That makes it look nice. Gonna go ahead and do a little fly around here. As best as I can with my flying skills. Bedrock does not have replay mod, so it's just not the same. I put in some torches. I put in some shutters around the windows, and I put in some lamps. A lot more windows here in the back. Trying to liven it up, and then we'll get those floors filled and decorated. And whoop! Oh gosh, can't fly. Anyway, so it's looking a lot better. It's got a lot more character. It was really boring at the beginning, and it probably could use some details on that very bottom level, but I'm gonna see. I haven't come up with anything there yet, so that's gonna have to wait. But this side looks good at this angle. I like the corners that I did to give it a little character. Deep slate and walls and so on. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. He used these blue vines here. That looks really cool. I never would have thought of that. It's pretty interesting. From far away, it looks organic up close, but from far away it just looks like an interesting design on the ironwork or something. Walls and fences for the corners here. Still got my big hole in the wall. And I think that for the most part, I'm going to say that is done. And it looks good with the sunset. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I really hope you would like and subscribe so you can see the next one. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate it.